Okay, let's begin. Genesis chapter 42. Come follow me. So let's start with reading the paragraph titles. 10 brothers went to Egypt. Joseph recognized brothers. You are spies. Simeon remain, the rest go. My money in my sack. Told Jacob all that happened. Benjamin shall not go. Go again. Buy food. Okay, the go again tells me there's probably another story. So let's go to the scriptures. And here we begin. When Jacob learned that there was grain for sale in Egypt, so that's another beginning of a story, and the sons of Israel came to buy among the others. Now Joseph was governor, so this is not now as a different time, but now as in setting the stage for what's coming. So they're coming to Egypt, and now Joseph was governor over the land at that time. He was the one who sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brothers came and bowed themselves before him with their faces to the ground. Then he talks to them and he says to them, you're spies. And on the third day, so they were in custody for 3 days. On the third day, so this is all connected, Joseph says to them, do this, for I fear God. And he gives them a solution, which isn't much, but he ends up taking Simeon from them, and everyone else can be done. Then they loaded their donkeys with grain and left. As one of them opened their sack, they saw that the money was there. So when they came to Jacob, their father, they gave a report of everything that was happened up to this point. And then 35, as they emptied their sacks, behold, every man's bundle of money was in his sack, connecting it to there. 43, now the famine was severe in the land. Okay, so now it's really hard. So this is a different part. So all of 42 is really one story, and it's about how the brothers go to Egypt, get food, and they meet Joseph. And Joseph treats them interestingly. So our title could be Joseph's brothers buy grain in Egypt. Then we go to 43. And here it says, go again and buy food. Take double money and Benjamin. Went to Egypt before Joseph. Men brought to Joseph's house. They ate with Joseph's. Men's sack with food, money. Joseph sent steward after men. Cup found in Benjamin's sack. Man of guilt, be servant. Judah said, let me speak. Take the youngest, father to Sheol. I remain instead of boy. Joseph made himself known. I am Joseph. Tell father and Pharaoh, bring households. Pharaoh said, bring households. Joseph sent brothers away. And then Jacob says, I will go. And then I, God, go with you. Okay, so it seems like this is actually one long story. Now, the land was severe, or the famine was severe in the land. And then, this is when they're severe, then the father said to them, so the men took the present. When Joseph saw Benjamin, okay, so now they've gotten there. And then it says, when Joseph came home, they brought into the house to him the present that they had. Okay, so they're Joseph's with his brothers, they're there, they're giving him the present. They're in the house. Then he commanded the steward of the house, so they're still in that same place. As soon as the morning was light, so this is the next day, this is part of them being in that same house. And then they leave and he overtakes them. When he overtook them, then this is what's happened. 14, when Judah and his brothers came to Joseph's house. So they're returning again. This is all in the same trip. Verse 18, then Judah went up to him and said, so this is part of the conversation. And then he keeps talking in 24. When we went back to get to my servant, my father, he said this. And so here's my proposed solution. I can't go back, so take me instead. So it comes to the end of 44. And then Joseph could not control himself. So this is all in the same part of the story. So Joseph said to his brothers, he reveals himself here. And then when the report was heard in Pharaoh's house, Joseph's brothers has come, it pleased Pharaoh and his servant. And Pharaoh's like, yeah, tell your brothers to come back. And so the sons of Israel did so. He gave them wagons, and they go. And so they went up out of Egypt and came to the land of Canaan, and they saw their father. And they're like, now it's time for you to come. So this is all one journey from beginning to end of going into Egypt, coming back out, and grabbing Jacob in the next part. So we go over to our paragraph titles, and that takes us all the way to the end of 45. And what color are we? Yellow. And here we have, okay, so brothers go to Egypt second time. Joseph reveals himself.